to navigate the complexities of the modern era. Additionally, we recognize the importance of empowering our workforce. They are the most valuable asset of our ministry. We will invest in their development, providing them with the necessary resources, skills, training, and opportunities to grow both personally and professionally. Our senior officers will be mentors and coaches, guiding their teams and enabling them to unleash their full potential. We believe that by empowering our officers, we will create a workforce that is engaged, motivated, and committed to achieving our organizational and foreign policy goals. Today, as we launch the Change Management Reforms Initiative, we are just launching a plan. We are not just launching a plan, we're launching a movement of reform, a movement towards progress, excellence, accountability. Lastly, I want to emphasize that the management reform is not a one-off event, but an ongoing process. We should continuously evaluate our practices, solicit feedback, and adapt as needed. Change is inevitable, and we must be proactive in embracing it. In conclusion, the reform of our management practices is crucial for MOFA's success in this modern diplomatic landscape. By fostering these reform initiatives, we will position ourselves as a dynamic and forward-looking institution, better able to adapt, to maintain a high tradition of service customary associated with us. I thank you, and just before I sign off, I want to run through some of the initiatives that I was briefed in detail today that are on various stages of implementation. We had broken down the areas in which we were conducting our management change management reforms initiative into the following areas: human resources, finance, improvement of headquarters and adult buildings, logistics, communications, and protocol. And in all these areas, I'm happy to report that our team has made significant progress, and I'm very impressed with the pace of the implementation and the pace of progress that we managed to achieve so far, and I'm optimistic about what we will be able to do going into the future. The summary, there's a very detailed summary that I've been briefed on, so I'm going to just very quickly try and run through what I can. In this, for example, under human resources, we've have had a comprehensive review of the Foreign Service Academy curriculum. And what I'm particularly proud of as part of the reform of the curriculum, along with the ongoing sort of the regular training and academic training that one receives to become a diplomat here at the Foreign Office, there's been a component of practical diplomatic skills that have been added and will be weighted as part of the grading mechanism for young diplomats coming forward. And in fact, the next batch of young diplomats that we have will have already gone through this new changes that have been made to our curriculum, along with sort of theory and the important, obviously continuing important parts of becoming a young diplomat, the practical skills that one requires to conduct the job well are also being taught, including sort of speech writing, brief preparation, public speaking, teamwork, event management, even socialization and networking skills, critical thinking, etc., in order to encourage more well-rounded young diplomats to join us here at the Foreign Ministry. And this training avenue, or this comprehensive review of our FSA curriculum, is already 100% complete. On language training, the trainees reach in specific levels of competency, and the posting of officers to stations where their language skills will be cemented. Again, in this area, we've also have our policy has been approved and is 90% completed. As far as our rotational policy is concerned, the policy envisions a rotation among main geographic regions, A, B, C, and X, Y, and Z stations, as well as bilateral, multilateral assignments. And the exercise is complete insofar as our ministry is concerned. Bridging the cater strength is par with the operational necessities. A summary seeking 44 positions at HQ has been, no, we're ongoing discussions which is near conclusion with the Prime Minister, and I'm hoping that soon, before our departure, we will have good news on this front as well. We've also started training modules for the various categories of our staff here at MOFA, and to include training modules for our security guards, for our drivers, for our officials who deal with IT. And 5 training sessions have been conducted in the last 4 months, and 4 sessions are planned in the next 4 months. So this is to ensure that all our staff employed with the Foreign Office or at embassies abroad are all trained and brought up to par for their new postings. And I'm very happy that this has already been completed by 50%. And once 50% is completed and our next stock of people go abroad, they will also receive this training. So I'm just going through quite a few. Okay, key performance indicators. This is something that we felt was important for our missions abroad, that we have key performance indicators for everyone that has been stationed out there, and we have a relatively quantitative way to judge an ambassador's or a diplomat's performance while they've been abroad. And our key performance indicators have been approved. We've got to say 90% of the work on this is already done, and there's just some fine-tuning that needs to be completed. But this we thought was important, more as a terms of reference as well as a means to gauge the performance of our officers. So as a set of TORs, our young officers, everybody going abroad, will now have a little bit more of a little bit more specific job description, but exactly what we're looking for in their performances, and they'll have a benchmark to not only for us to compare their performance, but compare their performance with their peers, and I think that's important. Digitization is also an area where we made a lot of progress, and we introduced a human resources management system for more effective human resources and career planning. The system has already been designed, data entry in respect to offices has been completed, hosting facility at the NTC has been arranged, and the issuance of individual officers' IDs and passes are being generated by NITB. In phase 2, staff will be included in the HRMS system. So this is also our digitization initiatives, particularly for human resource management, is also something that we managed to complete, and that we believe is very important. It leads us not only towards a paperless system, but again, it's important for quantitative analysis of people's performance. We've had financial issues consistently at the ministry, and I'm happy to report that we've managed to overcome them. Finance division has made sure that we meet all our obligations and provided us with the necessary finances to do so. We've also introduced a financial management system to which is